Welcome to today's podcast. I'm Suraj, the co-founder of Launch Styling Lounge and Spa, a unisex salon located in Bangalore and Calicut. Today, I'm so delighted to have Ms. Sophie Lucas, the co-founder of Adventures, an event management company who started her journey way back in 1990s along with her husband, Benny Lucas. Ma'am, welcome to today's podcast, and we would like to hear more about you, of your enthralling and enchanting business.
Thank you, Suraj.
Thank you, ma'am. What kind of events are you specialized in, and what sets you apart from the others in the same industry?
Well, Suraj, since you asked me about what all are the kinds of events that we do, I would like to tell you that you have already said in your introduction that we have started way back in the 1990s.
Yes.
So we were actually an advertising agency, and that's how we got into events, because we started doing the work for the corporate events for all our clients that we were dealing with in the advertising and the creatives. So that's how we started this off, and definitely we were more into corporate events. And
So can I ask you one thing? Which was your first corporate event that you have done?
the first corporate event was definitely a launch of a two-wheeler, which was by Ace Motors, and it was a Hero Honda vehicle which we had done way back in the 90s. I don't remember exactly the thing.
Yes.
Yeah, and then in 2006 we got a call from one of a major client in Calicut. He has got a lot of businesses happening in Mumbai, and so his acquaintance were with the Bollywood stars. So
Wow.
his son was getting married here in 2006, and the wedding was in Kadavar. So we get a call saying that we would like somebody to manage the whole event, and there would be a lot of celebrities flown down, and that's how we started our wedding events.
Did you have any competitions on that time?
No, definitely we were a monopoly in doing corporate as well as wedding events.
That sounds
we never
good.
had any competition. Yeah.
Okay. Thanks. So sounds like it's been a pretty good experience from 1990s till 2024. So you have a pretty good experience in this field.
Well, yeah, we did have a lot of experiences, and in fact, both Benny and myself, we were totally what do you call it? Like, we were very passionate about doing this, and that's how we used to get involved in every nitty-gritty of all the events, and that's how we learned. We never had anybody to look upon and we learned everything by ourselves. Yeah, It was a real good
Your
experience.
company's slogan is Ministry of Events. So Ministry of Events means this is something big, something huge that you are talking about. Can you just explain about how you reached that tagline of Ministry of Events?
Well, definitely all these taglines are given by my husband. So
He's also a very creative person.
he is
I
the
know
most
him very
creative
personally.
person among both of us. So the thing is, when he said this Ministry of Events, and I thought whatever he says, he actually thinks way out of the box and he speaks. So whenever he does that, I always think whether it is the truth. So then that's when I realized, of course, we have done varied of events. We have done big budget, we have done small events, we have done intimate events. We have done very close-knit events and workshops, and we have done road shows, we have done medical conferences. You name anything. We have even done the landing of aircrafts, events
Wow.
pertaining to that. So then definitely.
So which airline company have you done?
We have done for Gulf Air long back, and then Saudi Airlines for three consecutive times. Saudi landed in Kerala all the time.
So you have kept your hands on international events,
clients
international clients
also.
as
Yes,
well.
yes, Suraj. We have done that also.
Okay, so that sounds so exciting about Adventures.
Thank you so much.
Well, Ms. Sophie Lucas, each client has their own vision about an event.
Yeah.
So how do you make sure that your event reflects to their vision and their theme and concept?
Well, Suraj, I'm very happy that you asked this question. It's a very good question that you asked me, because in Adventures, we are very particular that we hear from the client first. So when somebody even comes with an enquiry, we ask them, can we have a meeting? Can we sit down? It might be a wedding event, it might be a corporate event, whatever it is. We would like to know every detail of what he is planning and
which is mandatory.
Yes, according to his, we also would want to know what are the type of guests that he is planning to bring, and what is the type of reach that he wants through his, what is he looking? Is it just that he is trying to treat his people, or is it that he is trying to reach his product somewhere, or is it that is it a branding thing that he is exercising? So we sit down, we talk to him, we do a lot of brainstorming sessions, and after that I have a team that together we sit down and do more of brainstorming on what we heard. We in fact record their talks, and then we sit down and then we realize, okay, this will be the best thing if we give them, and we put in one by one, like like if you have a niche crowd coming in, so we make it more comfortable for the crowd to be coming in, for the people to be coming in. Or if for instance, if you have a chief guest who is a very powerful person, so we take care of all that, and that's how we do most. Or if it is some creative people, then we try to do everything more creative so that they understand that also. The basic thing is, like we need to understand what exactly our client is before we start even planning their event. So that's how we customize it to their needs, and we try to deliver them the best experience. That's what we always do.
I think it's a huge amount of homework that you and your team
we do a
should
lot
be
of
doing.
we do a lot of back end work on that.
Okay, before execution, your team will be doing
and that
it.
is something that is lacking in today's event management, is what I always think. And that's the reason when people really require these kind of works to be done, or they need advisors from us, they definitely do approach us.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that sounds great, because you're already having a briefing. You bring your clients to your office. You get your the details of the clients, how they need, what they need, when they need. You visit their premises.
Yes,
and
we do.
you record all the themes and concepts, what they require, and you execute with your team.
Yes.
Excellent. And now the next biggest concern is about the budget. Yes. Everybody, if I'm having a wedding, I wanted to have a wedding, I will have a fixed budget for which has been allocated for this event.
Exactly.
So how do you reflect that budget of a client's taste? If I have given an X budget, will you be able to finish it within that X budget, or will you be able, or will you go down about that budget, or you'll be going higher on that budget scale? How will you work on that?
Well, Suraj, this is also very important in today's world, because budget is definitely a constraint for everybody. And whether it is even a wedding or even for corporate events, budget is a constraint. Definitely I would like my customers to tell me what their budget is for an event that they are looking for, and I try maximum to fit it within the budget. So now if there are certain things that if we incorporate it, that is for the kind of experience that they are looking forward for, we inform them well in advance that this is what it will cost. It will be a little bit more in your budget, but definitely it will give the kind of experience that you're looking for. So it's now your call whether you want to go high on that, or whether you want to keep it on the low and eliminate what we have given you.
Okay.
So we give them a lot of advices also, like like if within this budget, this is all that we can do for you, and definitely everything comes with a cost, isn't it? So we cannot we don't underquote or we don't overquote, but we give them good insights about how they can fit it into their budget, and what will be the pros and cons they might have to face if they come down on their budget, or what will be the but what will be above average what we can give them. Okay. If we go above the budget. Yeah.
Okay. I have seen a lot of events. I have attended few weddings which have been done by Adventures.
Yes.
Some product launches, events which has been executed by Adventures. Pretty good event, no comparison. Everything was executed well. Let me ask you one simple question. Are you really expensive?
Yes. If you ask me are you expensive?
Or do you have, if you say yes, you are expensive, do you have less expensive or budget packed events for those who can afford you?
See, when you ask me are you expensive, I would definitely love to tell you that I am expensive, because whatever I give you in whatever limited budget yours is will be the best, and will be the and will be most unique, and will be the best. So definitely anything that is unique and anything that is the best will be expensive, isn't it?
Yes,
so even if your budget is very less, I would like to give you the best in that budget, and that's what Adventures always stands for, and that is the USP of Adventures.
Yes. can I ask you one more thing? Have you ever faced any challenges or any unforeseen incidents in your events?
Yeah, of course, because as I tell you, events is just a day event, isn't it? So there are many things which are very temporary, and we assume things to be like this, especially in being in Kerala. Rain is one of the most unexpected things that we can.
Because now most of the time, even in summer, you'll get
Yeah,
rains.
you get rains. So even if you have planned an outdoor or an indoor event, the rains can spoil the whole thing. So we have once faced a very difficult position where we had a huge wedding happening in an open ground, but we did have a pandal and set up. Everything was ready. It was everything was set up the previous day. By afternoon it started continuously raining. So by the time it was around 10 in the night, so next day morning was the nikah going to happen. 10 in the night, we could, the whole pandal was actually flooded with water, and the water was stagnant on the carpet that we had put carpet, everything. So the whole night we had to, pump out the water, dry the carpet, because next day the nikah was supposed to be at 11 in the morning. And the entire Calicut was flooded. We couldn't get out of our houses also. But luckily I had a Scorpio with me which could drive through the water. Somehow me and my husband, we reached the venue, and by the time I reached the venue it was almost 6:30 in the morning. But I was so surprised to see that everything was pick and span, and the waters were all flushed out, the carpets were
So
dry.
you were having your backup team
Yes,
at
whole
the event,
night.
the whole night.
Yeah, we had other vendors also helping us, and we have faced many such kind of adversities in our, and there are times I have said event management is also equal to disaster management, because it's very important that we have plan B, C, so that everything is executed in time, and we are able to deliver the experience that our client is looking for.
So that's how your experience speaks about
Yes.
adventures.
Yes.
So great to hear that. The next thing I want to ask you is, do you adopt any eco-friendly practices in your events?
Sure, I think my husband always does that, because we were the first one to use jute in our stages. When flex was the common thing everybody was using, we were always using jute, and we were using cloth, like Cora cloth for the backdrop. If you want a white backdrop, we were using Cora cloth. And he was the first one to say no to plastic bottles. For events, he started using recycled bottles which were washed and corked, and water was distilled water, and boiled water was used for weddings. Definitely we are people who are more into using eco-friendly stuff, rather than even today we have used the cane baskets, we have used anything that is very eco-friendly. We have used on the walls, we have used even those dried leaf plates, which we get in Mysore. So those were our backdrops in many of our stages. You can see that, and we were always very sustainable and eco-friendly kind of events.
So you retain, once an event is done, you will have a lot of materials which was used for your decorations and as a backdrop. So you retain those material for your next event. Do you have any stock place where you can keep everything so that for the next event you just have to go and collect it?
Yes,
from
Suraj,
your
I do
warehouse?
have a place where I can keep my stuff, but one thing you should understand, these eco-friendly stuff, like if it is the paper plates or if it is the leaf that we have used, it's only a one-time use. We cannot reuse that, because it's very difficult to use these kind of things. Once you remove it from the base of it, it just gets spoiled. And also some of the clothes, we think we can reuse it, but being in Calicut, it just gets moist, and we cannot reuse those kind of things. So either it should be very immediately, or it just gets spoiled. So Most of we do have a place where we have other stuff like tables, chairs, all that are kept, which is always given on rent and all that. But these there are certain things which we cannot really reuse.
So you were talking about the stuff that you are giving for rentals. So you have some decoration products like flowers, decorative things,
Yes.
which you give for rental for the clients.
Yes,
You do that.
we do have lot of stuff. And also one thing I would like to tell here is that we do not only purchase props and everything, we even make. We have a unit that creates these props, like, we don't buy them, purchase from the market, because we feel that, we have to always stand unique. So we have some unique products that we have literally crafted from our workshop, and we do have a team for that.
So anything the client brief you that he wants like this, he want that color, he want this material, your team is ready to
Yes,
do
adapt
the production
to it,
for that.
and yeah, we do.
That sounds so great. So that's all the secrets about how Adventures
Yes.
is doing things in a different level than
Yeah,
the
I
others,
think so.
what they do in the market.
Yeah.
So nice to hear that. Okay, my next question to you is, how do you stay updated in the market with the new trends and the innovations that is coming into the event management industry?
Well, we do a lot of research, we travel a lot, we try to find out what are the things. Wherever we travel, we are more concerned, like to understand, different ways how people try to. We will visit most of the places where there are events happening, or any kind of experience centers and any kind of new architectural buildings. So whenever we go there, we get very new ideas of how things can be used, how technology has improved, and what are the new things that come into the market, and what we can make use in our events. Also, we get updates from our vendors also, like when the new technology comes, they do inform us that these are the new technologies that have come, which can be incorporated into your events, and these are the things that we can do, these are the kind of experiences you can give with these kind of technologies that have come in. Okay. So many of these kind of things do help us keep updated.
So you're always updated, you keep traveling to different places, you attend events and see what the new trends happening in the market.
Yes, we do that.
That's so good to hear. At the end of an event, normally there is a feedback from the client or a customer. So how does that feedback affect the improvement in your business?
That is something that really, I tell you, there is no business that gives you so much of satisfaction if the customer is happy. So we always say in business, more than the money, it is the customer satisfaction, especially if it is a service industry. So we feel extremely privileged and happy that when the customer comes and tells us that it was an excellent event, or we see every time the valedictory function or the end function will be a big entertainment function. So when you see the organizers of that function enjoying, like forgetting everything and enjoying that last function, we really do understand that of course things have gone well and everything is in place, they are very happy, and after that when they come and tell us, we are very happy. And the most satisfactory thing that ever has happened is when they call us back to do the same event or to do other events for them in other parts or anytime, whenever they have an event, when they think of us even without we keeping in touch with them, is the most satisfactory thing that we love to get.
Yes, and that's an acknowledgement for you. Once you finish your event, you get a great feedback, a positive feedback, and a happy client that gives you motivation for your team and for your entire business to go forward.
Yes.
That gives you really momentum to move ahead.
Yes, that's exactly the same. Yeah.
So thank you, Sophie Lucas, to be a part of this podcast.
Yes,
and we are so happy to have you in this podcast. We came to know, we could know a lot about your insights about your business, how you run the business, your team, the perfection, the creativity that you do in each and every event. So happy to hear that. And this is Adventures. We more than 30 years of experience in the field of events no matter what it is, it's a corporate event, it's a wedding event, it's birthdays, it's a big budget event or a small budget event, Adventures can handle those events. And is there anything that you have to add on to what we have discussed about this, so that we can wind up this beautiful talk with you, Ms. Sophie?
Well, the last thing I would like to tell all the viewers or the people who are watching this podcast is, do contact Adventures. Even if you feel that we might not fit into your budget, have a talk with us. Listen, try to understand how we can work together before you make a decision, so that it helps us also to understand what you're looking for, and it gives you also a more understanding about the event that can that you would like to have a good experience about. Thank you so much, Suraj, for
Thank
this
you for
great
having a beautiful
interview.
time. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you for
Thank you
being
so
with
much,
us,
Suraj. Thank
and wishing you all the best. And for your Ministry of Events, Adventures, let more and more events come.
Thank you.
You'll be
Thank
going
you.
flying
Thank
higher
you
and
so
higher,
much.
both nationally, internationally.
Yes.
Thank you very much,
Thank you so
and have a
much.
good day.
Thank you.